You know that moment when you just recorded your video perfectly and it didn't record? Yeah, that just happened. So I'm back and I am here with... Okay, so yeah, guys, today I want to talk to you guys about following your dream. Okay, so, everybody has that childhood dream of what they wanted to do. Now me, I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I knew I wanted to be an artist. I wanted to create. I wanted to write children's books and illustrate them. I wanted to write a poetry book for children's because Shel Silverstein was my favorite author. I used to draw. People used to pay me to draw their portrait. Had my own style in high school. I used to draw. And then I wanted to write erotica. I was always writing. And so when I was younger, I wanted to create. I didn't know what field of artistry I wanted to go into per se, but I wanted to do it all. But my mom convinced me in high school that artists starve. And I started to look around at other people whose skills were different from mine and, in my opinion, better than mine. And I got discouraged. And so I started looking into other avenues. I didn't want to be a teacher because I'm mean and I don't have that kind of patience. I never wanted to be a nurse, which I am now. But there was just nothing that I wanted to do. And so I knew whatever I was going to be doing was either going to be in the field of science or in the field of art. And so I went to school to be a dentist. That lasted all of a semester and a half. And I was like, hell no, I don't want to do this. Then it was journalism. And then it was physical therapy. And then it was teaching. And then I finally said, okay, let me sit down. So when my son was born, I was like, you know what? I got to do something. And so things worked around to where I got into nursing. And it's good because I actually have the heart for nursing. Even though I have the heart for nursing, it's not my passion. And lately, don't get me wrong, I love what I do. But nursing is so draining. Nursing drains you emotionally, mentally, physically. You know what? I take care of so many nurses, and I do believe that they're in the nursing home. Half of them got Alzheimer's and dementia. I think they drove themselves crazy being a nurse. And I'd be like, that's going to be me when I'm 70, walking around here. I done lost my mind. So I was talking to one of my coworkers, and she was like, well, what do you like to do? And I started to tell her, naming off things that I like to do, letting her read some of my writing, see some of, one of my drawings, since I just started back drawing recently. And she was like, you have to follow your passion or you'll never be happy with what you do. And that makes sense to me. That made sense. It was like a light bulb. Even though I know this, having someone say it to me, it turned on the light switch. And I was like, she's right. If you're not doing what you're passionate about, then you're just working a job, pretty much. Yeah, you might say you have it might be even a career for you, but one day you're gonna look back and you're gonna be like, I never did what I really wanted to do. And a lot of people do that when they go into retirement. If they didn't do it when they were young, they wait until they're really old instead of doing what they really like in the prime of their life. And so I was talking to my boyfriend and I was telling him, this lady at my job, she was telling me that I should follow my passion and do what I'm supposed to do, what I love to do. And I really would like to, supplement my income with some of my talents. And he was agreeing with me, but it was like in the future, one day in the future, I want to do that. I said that to him on Sunday. Monday, I was laying in my bed, Monday morning, 9 o'clock in the morning, and I said, I want to paint. Mind you, I have never painted in my life, except for, you know, in high school, and they tell you to do this, to practice the brush strokes, but you know, that was like 15 years ago. God, I'm old. Anyway, and so I was going to turn over and go back to sleep, but I decided I'm going to go get me a canvas and some paints. And so I did. I got my ass up out the bed. I drove to Michael's. I priced some canvases. Next door, this big framing place had them on sale for 60% off. So I got a $30 canvas for $11. Michael's had paints on sale, and they are expensive, and canvases are expensive. But altogether, I think I ended up spending $80. But that's because, you know, if you don't have anything, it's expensive to buy to start off getting it. But anyway, so I went to the art store, got all my stuff, came back home, was like, okay, now what do I do with this canvas? And I had a vision. So I drew it out on a piece of paper. Now, and I fixed it the way I wanted it, and I put it on, I drew it with pencil on my canvas. And I painted it. I didn't know any painting techniques. I didn't know how to use the medium that I have, which is acrylic. I got acrylic paint. I didn't have any brushes. I went and got my son's craft brushes, which I think I got like a whole set of brushes for like $3. They are the cheapest brushes you will ever see. Had a little cheap sponge in it. And then I got like a wet towel. And I did it. I didn't know, like I said, I didn't know any technique. I was kind of scared and kind of timid to put the brush to the canvas. But I did it. And this is what I came up with. And this is the first step of me following my dream. No, she's not perfect. She's not perfect in any shape, form, or fashion. She doesn't have proper technique. She's not blended properly. Her proportions are probably off. You can see paint where it's not supposed to be. But I love this paint. She's not going anywhere but on my wall in the dining room so the world can see, because she is the first step that I took into following my dream. And so since then, I've been so excited. I have never, ever been this excited about anything in my life. I mean, ideas are coming. I'm sketching them down. I went on eBay and ordered me some canvases and a whole paint set. And the paint set was like $60. And I paid like $50 for paint the other day. So I'm pretty pissed off at myself, but it's a start. And, you know, I got canvases, I got some gesso coming in, everything. And, you know, and I've been watching YouTube videos with blending techniques, abstract techniques, all kinds of paint, brush strokes, and different things. And I'm like, you know, it's opening my eyes. And at first I was like, you know, I don't really know what I'm doing. Maybe I should just create some stuff for my house and maybe a couple of my friends, paint them a picture or something. But you know what? I told my boyfriend that I wanted to try to supplement my income. So as soon as I feel like I have something of quality, I'm going to try to sell it. I'm going to put it up, and if you see it, I'm going to sell it. So I will keep you guys updated on my artwork. No, this is not a trying to sell it video. This is just, you know, me manifesting my dream and encouraging you guys to too. You know, whatever talent it is that you have that you've hidden away, but if you think you're too young or you think you're too old, unless it involves killing someone or raping or child molestation. Now, if you have a dream of being, you know, we don't need any more psycho people. If you have a dream of being a mass murderer of any kind, let's not realize that dream. Let's realize something else. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna go to sleep. And I really appreciate you all for watching, and I can't wait to see what I come up with, and I will be sure to share it with you. So I guess that's it.